In 1 second, everything froze. Bryan Berard took a stick to the eye, and what happened next shocked the world. March 11th, 2000, Toronto Maple Leafs versus Ottawa Senators. Berard's battling for the puck when Marian Hossa's stick smacks his eye, slicing it open. Blood spills on the ice. Teammates shout, "Bryan, move!" He's still. It was pure panic. Captain Matt Sundin told NHL.com, "You won't believe number one, but this. It's unreal. No pulse in his eye. Is Berard blind?" Medics rush in, hands shaking. They wrap his face, racing him to the hospital. "Stay with us," a medic yelled. Doctors do 7 surgeries to save his sight. That quick work saved him. Dr. Robert Devaney told ESPN in 2000, "The game's done. Players are shaken, some praying in the locker room." Berard, 23, had big dreams but kept fighting. "I wasn't giving up," he said in a 2002 Hockey Writers interview. The crazy part? He played again with a visor. This moment pushed the NHL to demand visors, saving eyes everywhere. That's hockey's heart. Heroes who don't quit. Next, a hit breaks a spine. Will he skate again? Max Pacioretty hit the boards hard, and what happened next stunned everyone. March 8th, 2011, Montreal Canadiens versus Boston Bruins. Pacioretty's chasing the puck when Zdeno Chara slams him into a stanchion. His neck snaps back, spine breaking, a cervical fracture. Fans gasp. Teammates yell, "Max, get up!" He's out cold. It was a nightmare. Brian Giunta told ESPN, "Is Pacioretty done?" Medics rush in, strapping him tight. "Hold on, Max!" A medic shouts. They race him to the hospital, where doctors find a concussion too. He's lucky to walk. Dr. Paul Martineau told NHL.com in 2011. The locker room's heavy, players angry, some yelling about Chara's hit. Pacioretty, 22, misses the season but fights back. "I wasn't quitting," he said in a 2012 Hockey Writers interview. The crazy part, Chara got no suspension, sparking big fight. This moment forced the NHL to pad stanchions, saving players since. That's hockey's soul. Heroes who bounce back. Feel that hit? That's why we watch. Next, a puck stops a heart. Can he pull through? May 10th, 1998, St. Louis Blues versus Detroit Red Wings. Chris Pronger's guarding the net when Dmitry Muranov's shot smacks his chest, stopping his heart cold. He drops, lifeless. Teammates yell, "Chris, move!" He's still. It was total fear. Al McInnes told ESPN, "Is Pronger gone?" Trainer Ray Burrell sprints over, hands on his chest. "Stay with us," he shouts. Medics grab a defibrillator, shocking Pronger's heart. Once, twice, his chest jumps. He's breathing. They rush him to the hospital where he pulls through. Ray's fast hands saved him. Dr. Aaron Bagish told NHL.com in 1998. The locker room's quiet, players praying. Pronger, 23, was a star, and this hit close. The wild part? He's back in days, later a Hall of Famer. "Ray gave me my life," he said in a 2010 Hockey Writers interview. This scare pushed the NHL to beef up chest pads, saving others. That's hockey's grit, heroes who act quick. Feel that shock? That's why we love it. Next, a heart quits on the bench. Will he make it? November 21st, 2005, Detroit Red Wings versus Nashville Predators. Jerry Fisher's sitting on the bench when his heart stops dead. He slumps over, out cold. Teammates yell, "Jerry, wake up." No answer. It was pure dread. Steve Yzerman told NHL.com, "Is Fisher slipping away?" Trainer John Wharton dives in, ripping his jersey. "Hang on," he shouts. Dr. Tony Colucci grabs a defibrillator, zapping Fisher's chest. Nothing. Another zap. His eyes flicker. He's back. Medics rush him to the hospital where he pulls through. That machine was everything, Colucci told ESPN in 2001. The locker room's silent, players shaken, some praying. Fisher, just 21, had no warning. The crazy part, a new defibrillator was ready months before. It was fate, Wharton said in a 2002 Hockey Writers interview. "Fisher never played again, but scouts now. They saved my life," he told NHL.com in 2010. This pushed the NHL to put defibrillators everywhere, saving lives. That's hockey's soul. Heroes who move fast. Feel that chill. That's courage. Next, another heart stop. Can they save him? March 10th, 2014, Dallas Stars versus Columbus Blue Jacket. Rich Peverly's on the bench when his heart quits flat. He collapses, limp. Teammates yell, "Rich, get up." No response. It was total panic. Jamie Benn told NHL.com, "Is Peverly gone?" Trainer Dave Zeiss jumps in, hands shaky. "Stay with us," he shouts. Dr. William Robertson rips Peverly's jersey, zapping him with a defibrillator. Nothing. Another zap. His eyes twitch. He's alive. Medics rush him to the hospital where he stabilizes. Those zaps saved him. Robertson told the Hockey Writers in 2014. The locker room's wrecked. Players praying hard. Peverly, 31, son had heart issues but kept playing. Crazy part? The Stars trained for this emergency weeks before. We were ready, Zeiss said on ESPN in 2014. Peverley retired but coaches kids now. They gave me my life, he said in a 2015 interview. This pushed the NHL to check hearts better, saving others. That's hockey's grit. Heroes who act fast. Feel that shock? That's why we cheer. Next, a throat gets crushed. Will he make it? January 29th, 2000. Montreal Canadiens versus Philadelphia Flyers. Trent McClary's blocking a shot when a puck slams his throat, crushing it tight. He drops, gasping for air. Teammates yell, "Trent, breathe." He can't. It was pure horror. Coach Alain Vigneault told NHL.com. Is McClary fading? Medics rush in, cutting his throat to let air in. "Hold on, Trent." A medic shout. They save him, speeding to the hospital. That cut was everything. Dr. David Mulder told ESPN in 2000. The locker room's dead, quiet, players stunned, some praying. McClary, 27, was a tough guy, but this was crazy. The wild part? He survived, but never played again. "I'm just glad I'm here," he said in a 2001 Hockey Writers interview. This scare pushed the NHL to use neck guards, saving throats since. That's hockey's heart. Heroes who act quick. Feel that sting? That's why we watch. Next, another heart stops on the bench. Can they save him? February 11th, 2020. St. Louis Blues versus Anaheim Ducks. Jay Baumeester's on the bench when his heart stops cold. He slumps out, cold. Teammates yell, "Jay, move." Nothing. It was so scary. Alex Pietrangelo told NHL.com. Is Baumeester gone? Trainer Ray Burrell leaps in, tearing his jersey. "Stay here," he shouts. Dr. Bernard Chapman zaps him with a defibrillator. No luck. Another zap. Baumeester stirred. He's back. Medics rush him to the hospital where he pulls through. That zap was key, Chapman told ESPN in 2020. The locker room's heavy, players quiet, some praying. Baumeester, 36, was a champ, but this hit hard. The crazy part? The Blues practiced this emergency before. "We didn't wait," Burrell said in a 2020 Hockey Writers interview. Baumeester retired but lives on. "They saved me," he told NHL.com in 2021. This pushed the NHL to check hearts more. Saving lives. That's hockey's soul. Heroes who jump in. Feel that jolt? That's why we love it. Next, a skate cuts deep. Will he survive? February 21st, 2013. Winnipeg Jets practice. Zach Redmond skating when a teammate's skate slices his leg, hitting an artery. Blood pours out fast. Players yell, "Zach, hold on." He's fading. It was total chaos. Coach Claude Noel told NHL.com. Is Redmond slipping away? Trainers rush in, pressing his leg tight. "Stay with us." A medic shout. They tie a bandage quickly, racing him to the hospital. Doctors stitch him up, saving his life. That pressure was everything. Dr. Peter McDonald told ESPN in 2013. The locker room's stunned, players quiet, some shaking. Redmond, 24, was just practicing. No warning. The crazy part? Trainers acted so fast he survived. "I'm lucky to be alive," Redmond said in a 2014 Hockey Writers interview. He played again later. This scare pushed the NHL to add leg guards, saving others. That's hockey's grit. Heroes who don't wait. Feel that rush? That's why we watch. Next, a skate slashes a neck. Can he pull through? February 10th, 2008. Florida Panthers versus Buffalo Sabres. Richard Zednick skating fast when a teammate's skate slashes his neck, cutting an artery. Blood sprays everywhere. He grabs his neck, yelling, "Help!" Teammates freeze. It was horrifying. Ollie Jokinen told NHL.com. Is Zednick fading? Trainers sprint over, pressing his neck tight. "Hang on, Richard," a medic shouts. They rush him to the hospital, where doctors stitch him up fast. That pressure saved him, Dr. Leslie Cutler told ESPN in 2008. The locker room's grim, players quiet, some praying. Zednick, 32, was a tough guy, but this was wild. The crazy part? He skated again months later. "I had to fight back," he said in a 2009 Hockey Writers interview. This scare pushed the NHL to boost neck guards, saving lives since. That's hockey's heart. Heroes who act quick. Feel that sting. That's why we love it. Next, a hit ends a career. One punch changed everything. And what happened next was brutal. March 8th, 2004. Colorado Avalanche versus Vancouver Canucks. Steve Moore's skating when Todd Bertuzzi jumps him, smashing his head from behind. More crashes, neck broken. Players yell, "Stop, Bertuzzi!" Chaos erupts. It was awful. Marcus Naslin told NHL.com. Is Moore done? Medics rush in, strapping him tight. "Stay with us!" A medic shout. They speed him to the hospital where doctors find a fractured neck. He's lucky to live, Dr. Joseph Maroon told ESPN in 2004. 24. The locker room's tense, players angry, some shouting. Moore, 25, was a young star, but this hit ended his career. Crazy part? Bertuzzi got a big suspension for the dirty hit. It cost me everything, Moore said in a 2005 Hockey Writers interview. This pushed the NHL to crack down on cheap shots, saving others. That's hockey's soul. Heroes who fight back. Feel that hit? That's why we watch. Next, a tragic bonus moment shakes the game. October 28th, 2023. Nottingham Panthers versus Sheffield Steelers. EIHL. Adam Johnson skating when a skate slashes his neck, cutting deep. Blood spills fast. Players yell, "Adam, no!" Fans cry out. It was heartbreaking. Coach Jonathan Paredes told BBC in 2023, "Is Johnson gone?" Medics rush in, pressing his neck. "Hold on," a medic shouts. They try hard, but he's rushed to the hospital where he doesn't make it. "We lost a brother," teammate Weston Michaud told ESPN in 2023. The locker room's empty. Players sobbing, hugging tight. Johnson, 29, was a bright star with no warning. Crazy part? This shook hockey everywhere, sparking big safety talks. He didn't deserve this, Paredes said on NHL.com in 2023. This tragedy pushed neck guards in many leagues, saving lives. That's hockey's heart, honoring those we lose. Feel that pain? That's why we care. Man, those moments, from Berard's eye to Johnson's sad loss, really grab you, huh? In a snap, hockey showed its big heart. Doctors, trainers, and players turned into heroes, saving lives or remembering those we lost. That's more than a game. It's love for the ice. Ever get goosebumps watching hockey? That's why we can't look away. Got a wild hockey story you'll never forget? Tell us in the comments. Smash that like button if these stories got you, and join our channel for more cool NHL stuff. Want more awesome plays or big hits? Check our playlist. It's full of them. Click that bell so you don't miss our next video. Huge thanks for watching, hockey fans. You guys rock. See you soon for